What did you just say?
Oh, creepy face.
Many months later.
I put on events, right? Why isn't it advancing?
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Lone Moon. Lady of Deceit. After a narrow victory over the Knights of Saros at Garreg Mach, the Black Eagle Strike Force hopes to secure a route to Ferdiad, the kingdom capital.
The time has finally come to invade the kingdom capital. Or so I declared. In truth, we'll be advancing to a different location. Only you and the rest of the Black Eagle Strike Force can know. Please bear that in mind.
What's the plan?
There is another location we must take before moving on to Ferdiad. South of the capital, there is a fortress city on the border of the Empire and the Kingdom. It is called Arianrhod, and we must take control of it at once.
There are many mages within Arianrhod. We will also face Cornelia, a general of the kingdom. We must also contend with Rodrigue, the head of House Fraldarius, as well as his troops. Once we defeat them, Arianrhod will be ours.
I hear Cornelia has a suspicious magic weapon at her disposal. We must attack before the enemy can respond with defensive measures. That is why we are preparing an assault before even our allies are aware. Even within our ranks, there is no way to know with certainty that there is not a rat among us who would leak such information.
When Arianrhod falls, we'll focus on striking Ferdiad from both the south and the east. The deeper we carve our way into kingdom and church territory, the more favorable our position. As ever, I'm counting on you, my teacher.
Sure, why not?
Am I doing all right? Not sure I should say.
And it's his birthday. I'll host a tea party with him. He likes sweet.
What do you want?
Nothing.
What a fine fragrance.
Yes. Good.
Thank you. It's hot.
Very hot indeed.
Of course. Yes.
Ah.
Of course. Sitting here reminds me of... but that was long ago.
Damn it, I should have went to chat.
Thank you.
Edgar said the twin-headed eagle heavy armor that was delivered from the Empire obtained a certification for the Emperor class.
With this power, I will cut my own path.
So she say. But we're not done with the other class, so let's do that thing. I'll focus on that later on. Yeah, I already have that, so it doesn't matter. Support. Edgar has a support. With Manuela. Almost there. We just need to get these three out of the way.
Something on your mind, Edelgard? This may not be the best place to sit and think, An archer might try to take a lucky shot at you.
Right you are. I appreciate your concern. In here, I'm trapped in a whirlwind of political affairs. I just needed to escape for a moment to get some fresh air.
I understand completely. May I ask what was on your mind? I'd like to help.
To be honest, I still can't forget what you told me before. I don't want you to misunderstand and think I'm against everything the Church represents. There's good there, buried in the corruption. Still, I find it extremely difficult to step back and accept the good, overlooking all the rest. For the world to start anew, it's necessary for the nobility system and the Church of Seiros to both be completely crushed.
Perhaps. I suppose that might be the only way for you to achieve your goals.
I believe so. But then I think about people like you, who are devoted to the goddess. People who are unlike the others, who are willing to fight for themselves rather than leaving everything in the hands of a higher power. When I achieve my aim, I'll be crushing your emotional and spiritual support. Yet despite all that, you're still here, still supporting me.
Don't worry yourself about that, Edelgard. People are always weaker than you think, but never as weak as you expect. The goddess is our silent foundation. She watches over our every step, but never gets directly involved. You, on the other hand, want to support us with your own flesh and blood, to push us forward toward a better future. As it were, some problems require drastic measures. I believe you know that better than anyone. It takes strength to take those measures. That's why you inspire people. You're probably why some of them get out of bed in the morning.
You're too kind.
Now, I've just been around a bit longer than you, that's all. While we're on the subject, yes, the goddess does supply me with emotional support. But so do you, whether you know it or not.
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said, my dear. Just what I said.
Now I'm blushing. Let's change the subject, shall we?
As you wish. I think I've said quite enough as it is.
Alright, I think that's like the support that we have there. Have a request here? From Anne, right? Or whoever this is.
I need your help.
Ah, got it.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited? I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
Yeah, good for you. What's the mission? Read Arianrhod. If you can, it says prepare to seize Arianrhod. Very well.
Here's my thought.
What do you have to say, Gatekeeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Between Garreg Mach and Ferdiad stretch the plains of Teal'c. That's the site of the ancient battle where Nemesis, the King of Liberation, fought the prophet Seiros. If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
Well, you're excited about it. Oh boy.
Don't you think this plan to use the entire army for a surprise attack is a bit, I don't know, cowardly? Sorry, the word just kind of slipped out. Maybe don't tell Edelgard or Hubert I said that.
In Fargus, there's an amazing knight of House Rowe they call the Grey Lion. I heard about him from Lenato, who was an acquaintance of his. Apparently he's getting old, but with each year that passes, he only hones his skills even more.
I've been informed of the surprise attack. That information could be devastating were the enemy to find out. It moves me to know I've been trusted with it. Edelgard and those within the army, they really do trust me. Initially, I had my own motives for joining the Black Eagle Strike Force. But now, all I want is to support Edelgard.
Well, they sure babied you a bit.
It's hard to feel cheery when you've just gone to battle against old friends. No! I will not let myself be gloomy.
How about you go fishing?
Fishing, huh? That may brighten my mood a bit now that you mention it. I'm sure it must be even harder for you to fight against your students. When times are tough, just remember, you can always rely on your pal Alois.
Randolph has fallen. He was a good person. It's a shame. When someone close to you dies, you really feel the horrors of war. Please watch out for yourself.
The old general who serves the Rowe family in Arianrhod is known for being a curmudgeon. Even if we invited him to join our side, he probably just wouldn't respond.
That's a new word I learned. What is a curmudgeon? Curmudgeon?
The Knights of Seros. They certainly know how to inflict pain. However, the demon within me will be satiated only by fighting you.
Well, of course it would. What other else would it not be satiated with?
I see. My brother fought proudly to the end, and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle, that he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
Something tells you you're gonna die soon as well. I don't know.
I never thought this day would come, that I'd fight my homeland. My betrothed was a knight who served the king. He died bravely to protect the future of our country. Now I'm betraying the place he fought to protect. I'm betraying him. But I must do this. Professor, I believe in the path you have chosen for us.
You know, I don't understand why. What's up with my character and being the one that everybody falls for? Like, it's worth believing in me rather than trusting in your own country or something like that. That's, I don't know. Maybe that's
I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garreg Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I might be next. Any of us could be.
We'll make it through it together.
Together, eh? That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines. But, yes. Let's get through this war together.
Okay. Wasn't expecting to lose her. I'm just trying to say we'll make it through together because I'm not going to let anybody die. That's for sure.
Destroying Seteth is a big achievement, but as long as the Archbishop remains in good health, we must remain vigilant. One day they'll probably try to surprise attack us again. We have to attack them first.
Soon we'll assault Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital. This will be one for the history books. Our enemy won't hold anything back. I'm quivering with excitement at the very thought of it.
Your performance is a little bit slitted.
Is it? I thought I sounded quite sincere. In any case, let's do our best. We're coming for you, Ferdiad! And so on.
Last month's fight with the Knights of Seros was a disaster. I never believed in Seros. And my old colleagues are now just enemies. Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attachment or religious beliefs.
Driving back the Knights of Seros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting, but this victory will probably just add to your reputation. Now, if you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's lords. Is it even possible?
Dimitri, the King of Fargus. He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for.
I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really.
Kings are people too.
If he cannot suppress his emotions to make reasoned decisions, he should abdicate. At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri could defeat Edelgard.
I like Dimitri, that's why I'm like all like that.
Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right? I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to. Next, we'll be headed...
No, I don't want to talk to you.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Seiros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
Next up is the kingdom's capital. We're coming for you.
What's wrong? Was that too much? Maybe it was too dramatic.
Or I didn't yell it loud enough.
Maybe it just scared me. You cared, buddy?
Since I allied with you and the Emperor, my resolve has never wavered. I abandoned my country. I am prepared to kill my father, and kill a man I once called my friend. Resolute as I am, my sword feels heavy.
Kinda debating, huh, Felix?
I dedicated my life to serving the church. However, now, all that comes from the church is talk of spilling blood. Now that we've even lost Seteth, the possibility of the church returning to its former power is slim. Today, I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position. From tomorrow, I live by my own values.
Even though we're denying the doctrine and fighting the knights, I keep praying to the goddess. When I think about those who have fallen in battle, I have no choice but to pray. The goddess of the church may be a fallacy, but I'm sure she still exists in some form. I'm weak. I would be nothing without her.
Some people are so in awe of King Dimitri, they call him the Tempest King. After he wins, there won't be anything left. He'll be a storm, leaving nothing behind. He hates the Empire so much, he's willing to do anything to bring it down.
He hates the Empire?
Yeah, because of the role the Empire played in the tragedy of Duscur. You know, even back at the Officers' Academy, he never had much to do with anyone from the Empire. We'll be fighting Dimitri and his troops soon. We all ought to train a little harder if we want to stay alive.
Oh, very well. I'm sure he's gonna be a tough boy. A very, very tough boy to defeat. Don't come here.
Professor, halt! Don't come in here.
Hasn't this happened before?
I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see.
Is it a portrait?
So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you.
Thank you for that, Igor.
I'm happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
Now we get into the goofy part of the dictator.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garreg Mach. If only just. Honestly, I did not expect such strident supporters of the Archbishop as Seteth and Flame to flee. But with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seiros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below.
You could laughing at that. Now I feel like I am a bad guy. Wait, I think I am a bad guy here.
How have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives were still lost. The infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
And guess what? I hate this too. You're not the only one.
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad.
which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
That reminds me. You must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance. But you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago in Enbar. About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the empire's citizens.
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
It seems we will soon set foot in Ferdiad. I used to live there, you know, though that was before my time in the Officers' Academy.
Reading exchange students?
That's right. I was enrolled at the School of Magic there for a time. Trouble within the kingdom forced me to return to Alliance lands. There was much I had yet to learn.
And what about you, Mercedes?
Well, that was certainly frightening.
The church?
You're very perceptive, Professor. Having to fight against the Church of Saros was unnerving. To push back against something I've hinged so much of my life upon, I was terrified. But now we must fight Lady Rhea, and I won't back down.
Alright, what do you have to say, Bernie?
I've got a dream, you know. Not that I think it'll actually come true, but it's nice to hope. I'd like to get out of Fodlan and travel across the sea. Maybe to Dagda. Maybe even past that. I want to see all the wild jungles out there. The huge flowers and... ooh, the carnivorous plants! I know it's not realistic, and I know it's probably impossible, but that's what I'd like.
You dream big, Bernie. In the meantime, let me do my thing. Be back.
Hey, you. The way your sword glides through the air. I am in awe. You, paired with that sword. It may bring about my end. So weak. That weakness will be your end. Long ago, when the Death Knight saw you in the Holy Mausoleum, I came to an understanding that it is you, and you alone, who are capable of slaying me. Only you with your sword can do it. Upon reflection, I can see that our encounter was fated to happen. Ever since then, I've been thinking. Perhaps that is so. At that moment, he fell under your spell. You who wields the sword of the Creator. And now, as I fight alongside you, I too fall victim to your spell. That I am unable to fight you is truly regrettable. Yes, I suppose that is true. This futile, pointless war. Let us end it quickly then. Uniting Fodlan and overthrowing the Church are mere trivialities to me. All I truly need is you. You, and nothing else. Perhaps that is true, viewed in a certain light. And please, don't get yourself killed by some foolish brigands. You must live, that we might fight one another to the death. I must know which one of us will emerge victorious. For now, I will have to use my imagination. and savor the potential outcomes of that future. I can see it now. You swiftly dodging my blade, and then at last, your sword piercing my flesh. I stumble to the ground, gasping for air, breathing my last. Or perhaps my blade will pierce you first. No, that is enough. I must refrain from such fantasies. They make my urge to slay you all the stronger. It is enough to stand by your side while I await that day of true pleasure. Indeed. You and I are fated to be intertwined. I will follow you to the very gates of hell.
Hello, Ferdinand. Wait, that aroma.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Hubert. Yes, it is a bag of fresh coffee beans.
Why did you buy coffee? You said you don't care for it.
My stance has not changed. Drab, bitter, with that muddy texture. If I have even a sip, my hands start to tremble.
Rather harsh. What are you doing with it then?
Well, you see, but wait a moment. What is that? Is that an imported tea from the East?
It is indeed. Keen eyes.
Flaunting my favorite drink right in front of me. And you do not even drink tea. Fiendish. It is for Edelgard, I assume.
Before I answer that, I would like to know what you are doing with the coffee.
Well,
Is it a gift? Perhaps for someone you fancy?
A gift, yes. For you.
Who is the unlucky... Did you say for me? This coffee is a gift for me. Have I heard you correctly?
Yes, that is what I said. A noble does not go back on his word. Just take it.
I should decline.
Why?
The thought of receiving a gift from you, unbidden and unreciprocated, fills me with revulsion. Therefore, accept this tea as a gift from me.
From me? Are you certain? I would hate to deprive the intended recipient of such a fine tea.
That would be difficult to do, since I bought it with you in mind.
Oh, in that case, thank you. What? You were planning to give this to me all along?
That is what I said.
Really? Only one thing to do. We must take a tea break.
Very well. But tea is not what I will be drinking.
Of course. I will make you some coffee.
Then I will prepare the tea. And that concludes my report.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before. There are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They are trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
You? In love? Whoever could it... Oh, I've got it! I should have known all along!
You already suspect. I had really hoped to keep this secret from you.
Enough teasing. Tell me her name, Hubert.
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
Ah, a perfect balance of rich, smooth, and acidic. Coffee tastes best the day after roasting.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good mood.
What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel. In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man of honor.
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Yes, one day I will surpass your abilities, and I will defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you are of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth, nobles must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals, and they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
So you're saying that the kind of world I'm striving to create is wrong?
I would not go so far as to say your way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all, and then select the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas that are contrary to my own.
Yes, exactly! Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty. Please, accept me as your husband."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now. Linhard, I finally found you.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi. Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you. You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research, and I'd like for you to lead it. All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings. What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute. I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job, and one I've been practically forced into at that. However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will, begrudgingly, take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest, I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhard. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking. Professor Hanneman, I owe you an apology.
Whatever for? I'm not bothered by you investigating my past.
Ah, so you knew. You're right. I'm afraid I found it difficult to quell my doubts.
What happened? It was over 20 years ago. I suppose you had just barely been born, now that I think on it. My younger sister was afflicted by a disease of the heart, and she met with an early death. It is easy to lay blame for such things, but I considered crests themselves to be the root cause.
Your father bore a major crest, and both you and your grandfather inherited minor crests. Your sister was born without one, but as the daughter of a family in which crests are prevalent, others saw potential in her. That's why she was married off to a certain noble whose influence was waning. He was undoubtedly desperate for power. But no matter how many children she bore him, none manifested a crest. She fell from her husband's favor and was mistreated, ultimately leading to...
As an up-and-coming crest scholar at the time, I knew only despair. What was the use of my research if I could not even save my own sister?
That's why you abandoned your position in the Empire and came to Garrick Mach.
My sister is far from the only victim. Many noblemen have done the same to their own wives, and I despise them for it. So my quest began. I would unlock the secrets of crests, make them available to any who desired. If I achieved my goal, the nobility would be rendered obsolete, and my sister could finally rest peacefully. However, all these years later, I am still far from achieving my goal.
A world in which anyone can bear a crest. That's not so different from a world with no crests at all.
Quite right. And that is why I have chosen to fight by your side. I cannot say what lies in your past, yet I have seen your ideals and witnessed the power of your two crests. I feel certain that you too are a victim of this world, just like my dear sister.
Professor Hanneman, please say no more. I've made peace with my past. Now I look only to the future, to the world we're fighting to create.
Very well. But if you will allow it, there is one more thing I would like to say on the subject. When I look at you, I am reminded of my sister, and also of my own youth. Though I could not save my sister back then, I am different now. I can support you and lend you my abilities. I will fight for your cause in whatever way you need.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. Your knowledge and your experience are both invaluable. And your passion, too. I welcome your support. And in turn, I will do my best to earn the trust you have placed in me.
Lately, I've noticed that our lunchtimes seem to coincide with one another's, and
Oh no! Am I bothering you? I am, aren't I? I knew you were getting too carried away, Bernie! I mean, it's no wonder you don't want to have lunch with me anymore. Just having me around probably makes your food taste awful.
My food tastes the same as it always does. I was merely stating a fact about our lunches coinciding.
Oh.
But I am curious as to why you want to eat with me. It isn't that you...
Please forgive me! I'm so sorry I've been using you to avoid people! The truth is, hardly anyone ever comes near us, and it's been such a relief!
That's it? Well then, I don't mind.
Huh? You don't?
When last we spoke, you mentioned feeling a kinship to me. So I wondered if you were thinking that we may be kindred spirits of a sort.
Oh? I mean, of course not, Yuritsa! I didn't mean anything like that at all! Kindred spirits? Us? But I mean, totally hypothetical here, but, if I did think we were kindred spirits, would, there be a problem with that?
Yes, there would. The reason I dislike people is because if I don't keep my distance, it is only a matter of time before I kill them. If you continue spending time near me, death may find its way to you.
Oh, I see. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but I'm willing to take the risk. I mean, we're in the middle of a war. I could die at any point now, even tomorrow. So, if being near you means feeling comfortable during my final hours, well, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I wasn't entirely honest with you just now about the whole kindred spirits thingy. Want the real truth? I actually think we are. You and I have a whole lot in common. We both had a dark, troubling past. We both built walls around ourselves in response to that, to keep people out. Me, I take all my past hurts out on myself. But you, Yuritsa, you take yours out on the world. Maybe that's why you harm people. That was really overstepping, wasn't it? I'm sorry!
Otto?
Cornelia, I have a report from our scouts. The Imperial army that departed from Garreg Mach en route to the capital now appears to be marching here.
What did you just say?
Oh, creepy face.
Many months later.
I put on events, right? Why isn't it advancing?
The speed of the army's movement quickens. They will be here to invade within days. I just sent some of my troops to support the capital. It is likely to be a fierce fight.
How could this be? I have not heard a thing about... Oh, I understand now. I am the target.
You? Are you sure they do not mean to take Arianrhod for strategic reasons?
It would appear so from the outside. However, the circumstances are not that simple. And will you calm yourself? It will not be a fierce fight whatsoever. The sweet children I have prepared will protect Arianrhod well.
Cornelia.
Arianrhod is a fortress city that was built about 400 years ago. Originally a base on the front lines of the battle against the kingdom, it was built using Imperial money and technology.
I kind of question about Cornelia, but that's going to be spoilers for the other routes, so I'll keep my mouth shut for now.
However, the head of House Rowe secretly planned to betray the Empire. As the fortress neared completion, it was rebuilt as a base to defend against the Empire. When the fortress was completed, House Rowe declared its vassalage to the kingdom.
Since then, Arianrhod has never fallen. Not once. The beautiful white walls that protected against its enemies have earned it the nickname, the Silver Maiden. In the end, that is all it is to the Empire. The Silver Maiden stands as a bitter memory.
We will now be destroying that memory. The past is the past. Now is now.
A fortress that has never fallen. I can't wait to make it fall.
How savage of you. And yet, I must say I agree with the sentiment. Let us take the sturdy Arianrhod and continue our march against the kingdom.
An invincible fortress? Sounds perfect.
For hiding in solitude.
Unfortunately, it will soon no longer be invincible. The Silver Maiden's iron skin is about to be damaged. It's sad, really.
Is it silver or iron? Use your language with clarity, please.
Really, Lynn. There must be a better way to say that.
God damn it.
Since we are attacking a heavily guarded place, we must take extra care to prevent allies from getting injured.
Thank you, everyone. I'm counting on all of you. Now, let's resume our advance.
This battle is for the future of Fodlan.
And now we're back to Germach.
Appreciate it.
Okay. And I got some support and some certification I need to do. Be right back. Alright, that should be enough. Let's get to it. The Siege of Arianrhod. With razor sharp focus on the unification of Fodlan, Edelgard staged a premature assault on Ferdinand while the Black Eagle Strike Force instead descend on the southern stronghold of Arianrhod. Okay, let's do this.
In order to secure a successful invasion of Ferdiad, Edelgard launches a raid on the fortress city of Arianrhod, which occupies a key position on the border. At Arianrhod, a mage serving House Blavid, named Cornelia, and the head of House Fraldarius, Rodrigue, strengthen their defenses.
The Siege of Arianrhod, Chapter 16, Leading Deceit. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got Rodrigue here. Window. Oh. Soldier. Yeah, I'm having a distinct feeling that you guys don't belong with the kingdom. Whatever. Oh, we're coming from 3 sides? One. No, we're just coming from one side. I do see one treasure chest. What the heck is this? floor trap. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, let's check out the units. We could take out Felix out and have him kill good Daddy-O. You know, let's do that. Let's have Felix be a jerk. Actually, let's get rid of you guys. Do I have anybody that... Bernie was... I sent out Bernie. Let's get rid of you. Also, I should let you know I am finally done with all of Edelgard's support. As with Haritsa. So that's good. That's very good. Okay. I think I'm set and let's do this. Defeat all enemy commanders. Linkaro Adel falls in battle.
How could they deceive me and close in on Arianrhod? But it's not like I'm just going to stand by and watch. I will slaughter them all.
Creepy face!
So this is the Silver Maiden. Seeing it with my own eyes, I finally understand its strength. Especially the fact that its strength is distributed across its frontal defenses. We'll attack the front and keep our enemy occupied, while the others enter by the east gate.
Titanus, my lovely dolls. Seek out the enemy and destroy them. And if the chance presents itself, I wouldn't mind being rid of those unsightly kingdom forces too.
Are those Cornelia's magical weapons? Impressive.
Alright, let's see. Go through here. Yeah, you guys can come here, so. As long as I don't get through here in all these
Ready for
areas, I should be fine.
For the Empire.
You know? Should giving you a key.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy. I see a silver lance person. I'll wait.
I will prevail.
Should have a key around here, right? Chest key. I'll take that. Oh my gosh, you can reach me? I'm staying as far as I can get here. Alright.
I'll cut a bloody path.
I'll cut a bloody path.
I'll cut through.
Let's see if we can do any critical hits. That'd be lovely. 8 times 3. 24. That's not gonna be enough. You need to land one more critical hit, Bernie. Yes!
A little scratch won't stop me.
Not bad.
Not bad, little girl. Not too bad.
Understood.
Alright. Let's get the scythe out.
I'm awake.
My heart burns with pride.
You know, I'll never understand you, Ferdinand.
Fight.
You are an armored knight with a big beefy defense, and you're still taking double-digit hits, and they're not even magical attack. We're close to double-digit hits. In the case of this kingdom soldier.
No time for pity.
Oh, he's going somewhere else. Dead. And I leveled up for Shamir.
More effective.
Nah, let's keep it. Skill you. Go up through here and attack from up there. That seems like a good thing to do.
I am the King's shield, devoted to protecting the kingdom, as well as the King's lance, who kills his foes. In the name of House Fraldarius, I will defeat you all!
I see that he has that 33% crit.
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst!
Do your worst! There's no way you will defeat me! Ow. That hurts.
So this is where I meet my end.
Goodbye, Tokyo Rokugo. Alright, cool, I leveled up.
I'm stronger than before.
Brave Axe. I don't think I can use the Brave Axe right now.
Traps awaiting us inside the castle. What a nuisance. But with such large-scale traps, there must be some sort of mechanism to control them.
Ooh, I could think of two. You know, we should get Bernie down there, or one of us. Let's see. Alright! Gonna have you kill your daddy. Let's see if this works, actually.
So, my foolish son, you took it upon yourself to leave your family behind.
I'm not coming back. I won't serve the boar.
It's a father's duty to settle his child's failures. Felix, you must die here and now.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even use the crit. Oh!
So this is it? Your Majesty, please bring us victory.
I said you actually did the job for him! Too weak. I shall end it myself. Alright. I thought it was gonna be a critical hit and you didn't deliver.
I'm awake.
The only thing I had to worry about is if Bernie can actually deliver.
I do this for all of us.
The traps are still functional. There must be more of these devices.
God damn it! I knew they wouldn't be that easy. Okay, well, you can easily just go this way and destroy it from there. Oh no, you have magic attack. That's right. It'll be okay for you to handle it for a bit. 19.
Okay, I'm gonna do it! I'll be home again soon. Only the strong.
Oh, good. She got 1+ on defense. I kind of need her with the 1+ defense right now. Because now you're only going to attack her for 18 instead of 19. Regardless, she hits them with another critical hit. Okay, buddy.
Predicted.
I'm gonna stay and be the asshole where I'm just gonna continue on attacking. Yeah, I think that's good. Three, 6, 9, 12. Alright, that's game. She doesn't even have to crit. I don't really need to recharge that freaking brave bow though, because I'm going to be running those soon. Oh my god, you cannot move from here. That's a bummer.
Ready for
So you know what? I'm gonna have you go through here.
I'll cut a bloody path.
And now you got a bloody path.
We will burn together! What a bother.
Not my goal, but a means to an end.
I'm impressed.
What's my strategy?
Alright, now I can actually move through here. And do some damage. We're out. Whoa, what?
This could turn the tides.
Oh, should be here. Anyways, yeah. Cool.
For the Empire.
Put me in there.
This is where we're gonna start separating people here. Let's, since I'm pretty confident with everyone here being super buff, super strong, I'll go ahead and go through here.
Hey!
I will not back down one step. A boon for our future.
I should consider getting you silver weapons.
I don't know what happened.
What is your damage? 13 points. I could survive that.
Bernie's unstoppable. Let's turn the tables.
Oh no! Really gonna do this? Oh my gosh, that's too close. Too close. Giant Qatar. Was that a critical?
Was there any more I could have done?
Oh my gosh. Freaking critical hit. Ugh.
I do this for all of us. More fighting.
Great, now that I think about now I have to like be careful how Petra moves.
I'm awake.
And I forgot to heal Felix. Alright, Petra, don't get attacked. Okay, good.
I will prevail.
Alright. We just need one hit. Thank you. And now I shall wait here and open my prize.
Now's our chance.
I guess.
I'll cut a bloody path.
I have no choice but to move you through here. Okay, let's not get crit this time.
Okay, I'm gonna do it!
Well, of course, me critting, that's okay. Not getting crit by the big Gundam is what I'm trying to say.
Amazing.
Here is something to believe in!
I'll take that. Should we level it up to level 36?
Strength is all for a mercenary.
Roar.
We'll cover it.
Oh no, I didn't!
We won't hold back!
I did not mean to gambit yet. Okay, at least everything broke. That's all that matters. I actually broke something without realizing it. Huzzah for me. Speed wing. Now, my people need me. Actually, I think you'd be better off if we attack you. No.
I will not hold back!
If I live, I fight.
Just like that.
Think, yeah, I could be able to go through here.
The traps have been disabled. It should be safe to advance now. Our goal is Cornelia. Let's make this an all-out assault.
Cool. Now terrain is neutral. I wish I could say let's go out and let's go right now and attack everything right now, but I'm still kind of afraid of getting crit. See, because of that crit, I'm scared to move. Alright, you two are the only one left, so let's go. Oh, that ain't good. Oof. I only got 26 HP. 50. Attack you where you can't attack me.
Hardly worth the effort.
Good.
This should prove useful.
Alright, let's see. 39, 34, 41. You need experience the most.
This is the cost of war.
This is the cost of your mom. From who? From the mage? Okay. I want to see what you can do first. Absorption. Okay, yeah, let's
start.
I've got it!
Alright. Now let's go all out. Yeah, let's finish you off right now.
Fight, then rest.
I have a strategy. An ambitious plan.
Put the plan into action.
Okay, we just have that left. Good for you, Bernie. You get to kill someone else again. Except you're going to be using a spear instead of a, well, a lance instead of a bow and arrow. Let's save up those uses. Ooh, 51. Go for it.
What a bother.
Alright, let's see. How shall we distribute this? Since they are not gonna be getting closer to me, I might as well get them closer to me. I can attack? Holy jeez, you could kill her off right now.
Oh my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
You know, I should just have Arianrhod defeat, but maybe I can figure out what's the dealio going on now.
So this is as far as I could get.
Only the strong survive.
All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece! What a delightful dance!
Victory is ours. Arianrhod has fallen. Another army will take control of Arianrhod. As for us, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. It won't be long before all of Fodlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach.
Stage completo. Stage of Arianrhod. Bernie's always an MVP. Know that.
What turn of events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Arianrhod. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
I didn't care either way.
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, Would it not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying. Praying that the Empire will not become another Arianrhod.
Another Arianrhod? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Arianrhod.
Disintegrated?
Eh? Origin?
Why would he do that? Was
Blah,
Lord
blah, blah,
Arundel
blah.
just here? So that would mean...
Hubert, give me the full report.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Arianrhod, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Arianrhod.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we force them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aelel, the Valley of Torment, this is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high.
Valley of Torment?
North of Garrigmach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. He pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. We believed it may have been the work of the goddess. But it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark. That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Arianrhod will not have died in vain.
Indeed. It would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher. I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Arianrhod. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there.
Wait, what? I'm sure everyone had this transfer Arianrhod.
Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
Is that your cover up? You're gonna just shift the blame to the Church?
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Arianrhod cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement. Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. I really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way. We can't let that happen.
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what.
I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, oh my gosh. I'm at an awe at what I just seen. What I just heard. She'll do anything to merge Fodlan. Anyways, I'm done here. I'll see you guys next time. No wonder it's called Lady of Deceits. Edelgard is deceiving everyone.
I look to you.